Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Fires to the big fella. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Cavaliers will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. So NC State's offense will take the field for the first time. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Catch in the middle, it's Wilkins. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air, it's Bailey. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now on second down. Trying play action. Finds his tight end.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw again. Finds his man in the middle. There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Got him downfield. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After losing yardage on first down, second and goal from the 10. He'll do it himself. And he'll finish the
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They took it 68 yards on that drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Get it out to the supersonic guy. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Cavaliers in the hurry up. Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Under fire. Pulls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The play-action fake. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harrison. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. He's got it wrapped up. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Short gain on the play before he slides. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center and Scott Stadium.
The Cavaliers will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Gets it past the marker. At the 45 on his way. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Makes the catch. It's Wilkins. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the gun, running back gets the give. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Now the play fake. They're working that left side. Plows through the defense. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, the ground game. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. The Wolfpack to start the final period here on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Oh, he's got some space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Plucks it out of the air. Touchdown, Wolfpack! A great catch and run for 6. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Sam Houston is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 10 to Liberty. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Cavaliers headed quickly to the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Looking for more room. Touchdown, North Carolina State. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
NC State 21, Virginia 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Going right to work up top. Trying to escape and get it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Abdullah. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Perry. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Looking downfield on 1st down. Intercepted for the 11th time. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, NC State. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now they'll try the right side. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad, or as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet, move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
Now, I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm